On Monday, federal judge issued a temporary limitation order to Confederation troops at the Arlington National Cemetery, which prevented abolition of monument. A group called Defend Arlington, a group called Save Southern Heritage Florida, filed a lawsuit in the federal court in Virginia, Alexandria on Sunday. The removal of monument began on Monday before restriction order was ordered. But monument remained in place on grounds of cemetery. A cemetery spokesman said on Monday that Arlington followed the restriction order. But he directed all other questions to the Ministry of Justice. The cemetery said he was waiting to complete the lifting this week on Friday. However, case accused Army that ruled cemetery of violating regulations for hasty abolition of monument. The lifting will determine monument in ANC for a long time, damage and probably destroy monument, and prevent compliance with listing in Record of National Historical Places, he says. The temporary restriction order published by U.S. Regional Judge Rossie Alston on Monday, a lawyer for plaintiffs, said that work in court included discomfort of tombs. In a footnote, Alston wrote that he had taken representation of court officers very seriously and that representations in this case can receive appropriate sanctions if representatives are wrong or exaggerated. On Friday, cemetery said in a statement that area around monument would be protected to provide any effect on surrounding landscape and grave markers. Last week, a federal judge in Columbia region rejected a case that wanted to prevent removal of monument, opened by same plaintiffs. Florida Heritage Group spokesman David McCallister, only a temporary accepting the judge's order welcomed. In general, he said that monument encouraged the reconciliation between North and South and that lifting it erodes this compromise. The sculpture introduced in 1914 contains a bronze woman designed to represent the American South, crowned with olive leaves, standing on a 32-meter base. He says with the Bible inscription, they beat swords to their Plogh-shayings and spears in pruning hooks. Some of figures in statue include black woman depicted as Mammy, who is said to be child of a white officer, and enslaved man who follows owner to war. Last year, an independent commission proposed to the Congress as a part of a report on the renamed of assets. Reminiscent Congress and Confederation. More than 40 Parliamentary Republican Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin recently wrote and argued that commission exceeded his authority when he recommended the removal of monument. Youngkin spokesman Maculalay Porter. Virginia government Glenn Glenn Youngkin does not participate in decision and plans to move monument to New Market War Area State Historical Park in Shenandoah Valley. Free photographer Kevin Wolf contributed to this report of Arlington.